Hi, folks. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Alicia Murphy. Today, I'm going to be covering how to create pandemic reports and dashboards. By the end of this training, you'll be able to create a new report, view your reports, create a new dashboard, and view your dashboards. So let's go ahead and get started. After adding your pandemic cases in ClearRisk, you're able to start generating reports and dashboards. To begin creating reports, navigate to the Reports tab. The first thing that you should do is create a pandemics folder to put your new reports in. To do this, select the New Folder button, followed by New Report Folder. Add a label or a name, and select the correct folder access, read only or read and write capability. Select the correct button for accessibility, and then select the Save button. We now have a folder set up to add our COVID-19 pandemics reports to. So now let's create a report. From the Reports tab, select the New Report button. We already have some report types available to report from. To find these, type Pandemic in the Quick Find search bar. Select the pandemics report type that you want to begin with. I'm going to start with Pandemics with Pandemic Case. This opens a wizard that I can use to start building my report. In the report building wizard, you will see any of the fields that you can filter by or show your report on the left side of the page. You can add filters to your report by selecting the fields you want to filter by and dragging to the filter area in the wizard. I want to build a report of symptomatic employees, so I'm going to filter by symptoms. I want to see any records where employees are symptomatic. So I'm going to select symptoms equals yes. You can add columns to your report by dragging the fields that you want to include onto the preview section of the wizard. For my report, I want to include the employee's name, if they were exposed, if they've been tested, what symptoms they have reported, and any travel info. You can see the preview populate with the fields that I've included. The preview will display only a limited number of records, but you will see all records in the report after running it. You can also reorder the columns of your report by clicking each header and dragging to where you want to move it to. Or you can remove columns by dragging dropping from the preview section back to the field section. At the top of the screen, you will see a Show button. From this dropdown, you need to select which records to include in your report. If you select My Picks, only records that you own will be included. To see all records, you must select the All Pandemics option. By default, your report will not filter for a particular date range. I can see here that I have my pandemic end range is set at all time. You can change this by changing the date in the date field. You can also change the type of report. The report building wizard will default to a tabular format report. This is essentially a report that is just like an Excel spreadsheet. These would be the rows in your spreadsheet, and these would be the columns. You can also create a summary report. This type of report allows you to group records by a certain criteria. To create a grouping, select the criteria you want to group by from the fields on the left side of the page and drag and drop to the blue bar in the preview. For my report, I want to group by status. So I'm going to drag and drop the status field to the blue bar and drop that here. So now I have essentially summarized all of my employees based on their status. Once you're happy with the way that your report looks, click the Run button to see the full report. The last thing you need to do is save your report. Add your report name. And select the folder to save your report in. If you previously created a pandemics folder, you can add your report to that folder. And then hit the Save button. My report is created and is here now on the Reports page. After you've created any reports, you can always find them on the Reports tab. You'll see it in the list of reports on the main section of the screen, or you can search for the folder that you created on the left side of the page and find your report in there. Now that we've created a report, let's move on to creating a dashboard. Dashboards are condensed, accessible reports. In order to generate a dashboard, you need to have a summary report already created. This is the type of report that we just created. To start creating a dashboard, go to the Reports tab and select New Dashboard. On the main section of the screen, you will see 3 columns. This is where you will build your dashboard. You can create as many dashboards as you like, but we will only display the top 3 that you create on the home screen in Clarisk. On the left side of the page, you'll see 2 tabs, Components and Data Sources. On the Components tab, select the type of dashboard you want to create. Similar to the Reports Builder wizard, drag and drop the type of dashboard that you want to create onto the main section of the screen. The second tab is your Data Sources tab. This is where you select the report that you want to use to generate your dashboard. Select the report and drag and drop on top of the dashboards that you just added onto the main section of the screen. I want to show this report in 2 different styles of dashboards. So I'm going to drop this report into both. You'll now see your dashboards generated. You can add a title to your dashboards. And you can also add headers, and you can add footers if you like. Select the wrench to change any components of the dashboards, including the formatting or the component data. And if you need to delete a chart, select the X. When you're happy with your dashboard, click the Save button and add a name. You also need to select where you want to keep your dashboard that you just created. Keep in mind that if you select my personal dashboards, you will be the only person who will be able to see this dashboard. So I'm going to place this in company dashboards and save and run the dashboard. You can view any your dashboards that you create here on your dashboards tab. You can also add the top 3 charts that you like to see to your homepage. To do this, navigate to your homepage, select Customize Page, and select the dashboard you want to display. So now, every time that I log into Clarisk, I will be able to see my dashboard on the homepage. This now brings us to the end of the training video. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@clarisk.com. So thank you so much for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.